there are now fake headlines coming out about 90-day pauses in before implementing tariffs. And of course, those are being refuted relatively quickly. But Steve, why don't you set the table for us? What is the current state of the tariffs? My understanding is that everything is going to happen as scheduled on April 9th as of right this moment. And of course, depending on when you're watching or listening to this, that could change. But where are we today?
Well, I think, Josh, you nailed it. I mean, right now, the reciprocal tariffs are supposed to take effect at 12:01 after midnight Wednesday morning. We'll see whether or not they do actually go into effect. I think that's sort of mentioning the subject speculation earlier. And there's maybe reason for that speculation. You'll recall in February, Trump was going to put tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and he granted a 30-day pause after that.
Yeah.
So when they're refuting the 90-day pause, maybe they're just refuting the 90-day portion. So I think that's probably the best case scenario. I don't know that I would say it's the most likely case scenario on Wednesday, that maybe we do get an extension there, some additional time to negotiate. I think the worst case scenario is the tariffs go into effect. And I think we talk about this uncertainty right now. If you're a trading partner, are you going to negotiate or are you going to retaliate? And it's different for different trading partners. If you're relying on the US for national security reasons, you have a lot more to consider there. So then you get into, okay, probably what may be more likely. If we don't get the pause, then perhaps we have some short-term pain, I guess, as the Trump administration will say. How long that short-term, I guess, remains to be seen. But that's probably going to allow some additional time for negotiations. Maybe the other trading partners are sort of aware of the political theater aspect here, that, the tariffs may have to go into effect, again, for a very short period of time, with the hope that some negotiations to remove the tariffs and potentially get some other things that the administration might want is probably the best case scenario.